Hello, in this video we are going to study about manometers. Manometer is used to measure pressure of the fluid flowing in a liquid. Now, in this video we are going to study about concept of manometer, working principle of vertical U-tube manometer, inclined U-tube manometer and well-type manometer principle. Coming to the manometer, there are many techniques for the measurement of pressure and vacuum. The instruments used to measure pressure are called pressure gauges. Manometers are used for the measurement of very low pressure as well as vacuum, especially in hydraulic laboratories. The manometers are used for measuring pressures by balancing the fluid column of fluid against the column of fluid of known as specific gravity. There are mainly two types of manometers. First one is simple manometer and differential manometer. And coming to simple manometers, it consists of a glass tube with one end is open to the atmospheric and other end is connected to a point which the pressure is to be measured. Now, this is the example of simple manometer. First one is a piezometer. Here, a pipe which is connected to the liquid or a glass tube which consists of the pressure which liquid is to be measured. That is, whenever the pipe is connected to the liquid glass tube, at that time, due to the pressure difference, the fluid inside the glass tube is move upward to the through the tube. Whenever the pressure of atmospheric pressure is equal to the pressure inside the tube, at that time it will stop. There is a sustained height at that time. Then we can measure the height of that tube. And it is the simplest of all manometers and it is used to measure the very low pressure. And the pressure in piezometer is given by the equation P is equal to rho G into H, where rho is the fluid density of the fluid inside the glass tube and H is the height of the liquid in which is the piezometer from the center of the pipe. And G is the acceleration due to gravity. And we can measure the pressure of the liquid inside the column by using the equation P is equal to rho G into H. That's that we can measure the height of the column of the liquid inside the glass tube. Now another type is vertical U-tube manometer. There are two limbs of U-tube manometer, left and right limb. And a manometric fluid which is filled inside the U-tube column. And usually it is mercury. The both ends are open to the atmospheric fluid. Whenever the both end is open at atmospheric, at that time the level of the column, that is inside the limb, that is both side is connected to atmospheric, at that time the level of the mercury column is equal and there will not be any height difference at that time. And whenever we are connected a glass tube which contain the liquid that we want to measure the pressure, and at that time the glass tube contain that liquid is connected to the one end of the manometer limb. At that time, due to the pressure difference between the liquid inside the glass tube, the liquid is move downward to the left rim, and due to that the right limb column of mercury or manometric liquid is moved upward, and whenever the pressure at a liquid column and the atmospheric pressure are equal, at that time the movement of the fluid is stopped. Due to that, there will be a height difference in the reference column x. The x is x level is get whenever we connect the both side with the atmospheric pressure. From that, we can measure the height difference of different types of uh, height difference of liquid at that time, manometric liquid, and that height we can measure the pressure using the equation rho is equal PD is equal to rho G into H. There is rho, that is U-tube liquid density, and G is the acceleration of the gravity, and H is the liquid height when the one end is connected to the pressure that we want to measure. And in this, the specific weight of water is always 9.81 K into newtons per meter cube. Now coming to an example, a water manometer, that is the fluid that filled inside the tube is water. The water manometer is connect the upstream and downstream pressure of orifice located in an air flow. The difference height in the water column is 10 mm. At that time, we can measure the pressure. PD is equal to, using the equation, PD is equal to rho G into H. That is, G is equal to 9.8 and height is the 10 raised to minus 3 mm, and the where rho is the liquid density, that is water, and that is 10 raised to 3 newtons per Kn. And by substituting each one, we can get the pressure difference is equal to 98 newtons per meter square, that is Pascal, where 9.8 Kn per meter cube is the specific weight of water in SI unit. Now coming to the inclined U-tube manometer, that is a common problem when measuring the pressure difference in low velocity system or system with low density fluids like air, ventilation system, are the column heights and accuracy. Are low column heights and accuracy. The accuracy can be improved by inclining the U-tube manometer. That is, the figures indicate the U-tube where the left tube is connected to higher pressure than the right tube. Note the left and right tube must be the same decline plane, for the angle should be horizontal plane to be connected. At that time, the equation become PD is equal to gamma H sin rho. Here H is the length of the difference between the position of the liquid column, and gamma is the angle of the relative horizontal plane degrees, and inclining the U-tube manometer, which increases the accuracy in measurements. Now coming to the same example, that we already discussed, At that time, the inclined angle is 45 degree, and the equation became PD is equal to YH sin rho, and PD become 9.8 kN per meter cube, and H is the height 10 mm, and rho is equal to sine 45 degree. At that time, we will get the correct measurement 69.3 newtons per meter square, that is Pascal. A same uh, value that is we already calculated in YouTube manometer is 98 newtons per meter square. This is the difference between two values. And here we are discussed about the three type of manometer. First one is simple manometer contain piezometer, and second one is vertical YouTube manometer, and third one is inclined YouTube manometer. I hope everyone understand that. Thank you.